Hey everyone, welcome back to the OTB podcast. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the last episode. Hopefully, you have been enjoying and getting any use out of the getting better at paintball. Um, I know I was a little bit all over the place, and I apologize for that. Again, it's that aphasia stuff that I don't really get into, but yeah, it's there. After I watched the video, there's like 100 things I wanted to say too, and I just said I'll upload it, but I'll get back to the things I want to say. I got to just start writing things down. But yeah. Hopefully you've been getting good tips and tricks out of that. Hopefully something like that will help. Hopefully you guys like the squeaking of that barrel. I was editing that video and uh, I was having so much issues. Turns out it was just my browser. It wasn't allowing me to upload it to Instagram, and I genuinely I held off on making the last episode, or at least I held off on putting out the last episode until I got that out because I thought it was really funny, and my wife thought it was really funny, and yeah, I just wanted to hold out until I got that out, and I was having so many issues with the browser and stuff. Didn't even know it. I thought I was editing it wrong. Turns out it was just the browser. I had to use something else to upload it, and it worked. So yeah, there was that. I've got to start doing that more. Not the impromptu funny stuff, but making more like promo stuff for the channel. Because I don't really think I don't really think anybody even knows this exists. There's like maybe 3 people, but and I'm hardly active on social media because I don't know, just it's hard for me. To get on social media and stuff when I don't have anything to really not that I don't have anything to talk about, but I don't really have anyone to talk to and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyways, came to talk about the Summit Awards. This episode is kind of based around the Summit Awards, and the Summit Awards is really cool. It's a really good idea because I feel like with this day and age in paintball, we we do need some sort of like rock and roll Hall of Fame. Like I know we do have a paintball Hall of Fame, but more so just like an award ceremony, I guess, like in an actual award ceremony. Um, I feel like the nominees and stuff that get selected, like not we because I didn't get selected. I'm not in that, unfortunately. But uh, dress up and go to this thing and like just sit with a lot of people. It doesn't need to be super fancy. It doesn't need to cost a piss ton of money. Just something fun, something that, although there was maybe beef on the field, a gathering everybody can get around and enjoy together as a community of paintball. So I think as much as I've read into it, I think that's what this is kind of getting around to and doing. So I kind of wanted to go over it and just give my thoughts and predictions. So, bam. You might see my cat right there, that big gravy. God. So you might see her in and out. It is what it is. Yeah, and her name's Gravy. Um, so we have on the field nominees honoring the best paintball players of the 2023 season. That's my second cat. Hold on. Okay. Dude, you go to make a video and all the cats and everything just starts. Oh, you can kind of see her. She's kind of in frame. But they start going crazy, man. So we have on the field nominees honoring the best paintball players of the 2023 season. 2023 Summit Awards nominees: the Major League Paintball WNXL Player of the Year, honoring paintball's best WNXL Player of the Year. So I don't watch female paintball. Um, I'm just gonna stop right there. I don't watch female paintball, so it's up to everybody else. But it does seem like the heroines are kind of occupying the list in Destiny. So, Flex Player of the Year. And we have Ryan Greenspan, Colt Roberts, Stephen O'Mara, Rainey Stanzak, Alexander Berdnikov, and Dimitri Ninos. So this is a hard one. this is this is a hard one. Um, so I have not been watching. Um, I've not been really watching my team lately because it's been saddening. I root for them, of course. I root for them, but I've not really been rooting for uh, the guys that stay true to my heart. So I want to get this out of the way, just to because it sounds like almost in every podcast I kind of flip flop teams, and that's not really what it is. My favorite all time paintball team is Joy Division. Following, uh, close second is Red Legion, and then third place is like three teams. Um, to be honest, actually, that's not true. To be honest, that's actually well, it's three teams if we're counting divisional. Um, because then it's damage. Not saying damage is divisional, but saying damage and then RC Dogs and Mutiny. Um, but yeah, I have not been watching Red Legion this year. It's been it's been a rebuild season. I know that, and it's kind of I know how it's gonna go, and um, yeah, it is what it is, and it's hard for me to watch the boys. You know what I'm saying? But um, as far as this one's a very hard one, Flex Player of the Year. Now, I imagine when you're saying Flex Player, I'm just thinking the player that's been playing all areas of the field. My vote, Colt Roberts is slowing down. Oh, what the? They got the football like captain's icon. I didn't even realize that. That's pretty interesting. For those who should those divisional teams that want to put that on their jerseys. Um, so yeah, this is a hard one because they're all good in their own right. Maybe one is better at gun skill, the other is better at field awareness, and that's why they're good at playing the area that they played. Uh, Ryan is hard to say no about, but I also think Rainey's been very, very good. Like very good. Rainey, any team he steps on, he's an amazing player. I think it goes to Rainey. I think it straight up it just goes to Rainey. Um, I don't think there's really. I think the closest doubt about that is because Ryan's creeping in there, but I don't know. I think it goes to Rainey. Snake Player of the Year, dude. This is a crazy one because Archie, I feel like, sets the bar so high. Um, I know a lot of pro players say Axel Godin is great. Like he was great on Art Moscow. I'm pretty sure Axel's been on the Russians. I just can't remember, or if he was just always Tauntauns. But I'm pretty sure he was on the Russians. But he was on Impact. But I don't know. I feel like there's some sort of barrier that's holding Axel back, and maybe that's because like European paintball is different from like the U.S. paintball. I don't want to say American paintball, but the U.S. play of paintball and standard of paintball. But I don't foresee it like I see him in Archie. Um, I mean, it's kind of crazy. Billy Bernaccia, he's fast, but I feel like Billy is a very aggressive snake player, but he gets chopped pretty quick because he's looking for the fight. At least this is what my experience is. I mean, I'm not saying this is like totally 100%. This is what he does. You have to take my word as gospel. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying from my analysis, Billy's fast, and he's good at it. But I feel like again he's just kind of quick to get chopped up. I mean, like there's a reason you don't see Alex Goldman on this list because he's kind of the same way. He kind of gets in that snake. Yeah, he's fast, and in the past he's been touted as the best snake player or whatever. But I mean, he's not on the 2023 Snake Player of the Year, and I mean, I think he's fast, but he gets chopped up, not necessarily by his own mistakes or anything like that. Paintball is a team game, but of course that plays into it. You know, you also make mistakes. I'm not gonna make excuses for him or anything, but I don't know. Personally, growing up and watching paintball, practically my entire life, Billy has been not really on my radar, but I'm not gonna deny he's a good player. He's a good player. I'm not gonna say he's decent. He's good. Connor Kelly, he's great. Keith Brown, love Keith Brown. I mean, and Nick Ripple. Nick Ripple had a great showing for Hurricanes. I mean, he freaking stand out. But I'm trying not to be biased with Keith. I'm really not. I'm really not trying to be biased with Keith. But it's definitely between Archie and Keith. It really is. It's such a hard one. It's grasping at straws. It could go either way. So my vote, unfortunately, is between Keith and Archie. I genuinely cannot pick. It's between the two. Dorito Player of the Year, I'm sorry if I butcher your name. Cher, Sam Silberg, Brandon Cornell, Chad Buzier, Jacob Edwards, and Corey Hall. Dang, Damage is kind of taking the cake. Sorry, I didn't want you to hear me gulp. This is a crazy one. Unfortunately, I'm just going to X-nay Sam right off the bat. Chris had a great showing. Corey Hall, I gotta X-nay you as well. Brandon Cornell is great. I mean, do we have like survivability? Not survivability. No, yeah, I guess survivability statistics for him. Jacob, I could be getting confused with his brother because, again, they're so intertwined nowadays. I always feel like he plays home or like inside, but that could be, again, his brother. This is a hard one. Dorito Player of the Year. Dang. I keep leaning to Brandon Cornell. Brandon's been with Impact, I think, for his like almost his entire life. I can be wrong on that. I don't really like. I know Brandon Cornell, and I've followed his history on Impact. I just don't know anything before or after or anything like that. Or if he's changed teams lately, and I feel like he hasn't. Yeah, Dorito Player of the Year is a hard one, man. I'm gonna give it to Chris. I'm gonna give it to Chris. Share. Breakout Player of the Year. All right, we have Elliot Weaver, Josh Taylor, Nick Ripple, Arturo Andrade, Jonah Jamroz, Taylor Panlilio. What did I just say, Taylor? Tyler Panlilio. It goes to either Nick Ripple or Arturo. I can't believe Dynasty lost Arturo. I think he quit to go somewhere else. When we recapped that in the changes and stuff, I thought Arturo. Wait, am I thinking of Arturo? Ooh, hold on. Iconic paintball. Move roster. Let's go to Dynasty. Oh, I'm thinking Michael Urena. Sorry, my apologies. My apologies. My apologies. I apologize. Thinking of Urena. Um, Arch- Arturo is always been great. He's always just been great. But Nick Ripple, it's Nick Ripple. He had an amazing year. I mean, he had an amazing year. So it goes to Nick Ripple. Breakout team of the year. I love Aftermath. I really do. I love them to death. But they did not. They were not a breakout team of the year. This goes to Hurricanes hands down. Like I don't know. Like that's the win. Hurricanes is the win. Like this. I don't know if everybody like. I'm not gonna say like you can't like. I don't know if everybody else agrees or disagrees, but like Hurricanes came in and just beat the piss out of teams. I mean, they had an amazing year. They didn't take podium and stuff, but I'm pretty sure they didn't take podium. But they were great. They were awesome. It goes to Hurricanes. Coach of the year. I think this goes to Kevin. I think this goes to Kevin Brettauer. Joey Blutz, he's awesome. He's great. Dave Baines, he's great. Dave, you either look like you got to go to the bathroom or you just don't know where you're at. uh, Mike Bianca, Ryan Brand, Todd Martinez. Someone's got to get the light in front of Ryan. Um, this is what I'll say. I love Brian. I love Brian. I love Ryan Brand. Sorry, I mixed his last name and his first name. I love Ryan. Watching the roster with X Factor, and I mean, I don't know. I feel like Ryan is a coach to look up to, genuinely, like wholeheartedly. Ryan just seems like an amazing person, and and he's an amazing coach to look up to. If there's any coach to look up to, yeah, you have Kevin. Yes, you have Joey. Yes, you have Todd. But I genuinely feel Ryan Brand is wholesome, is a wholesome coach in every aspect. Coach of the year has to go to Kevin, though, because Dynasty won every event but one. And, of course, coach helps that. So Todd Martinez, I love Todd. I mean, probably one of the most, like, how do you even say this? Like, exciting people and just happy and all in on paintball. He's Todd Martinez is a human being that's like, if he's going all in on something, he's going to do it to his fullest, and he's done it with paintball. And in my opinion, I've never talked to him or anything, but he seems to love paintball, paintball through and through. Mike Bianca, again, had that great breakout season with the Hurricanes, but haven't seen enough of him yet. Dave Baines, of course, used to be a player, retired to be the coach of Impact. I mean, I don't know. Dave Baines he's a great guy. He was a very knowledgeable player. I mean, he was on the run. No, he was on Impact's run back in the day in like 2012, 2013, 2011 to 2013, I think it was. He was on their run to gold and everything. Joey Blue left Damage. Damage almost crumbled. Mac Dev helped them, as far as the story goes, Mac Dev helped him get back together with Virtue. And then they were able to pick back up again and start winning really great. And then Joey Blue came back. The guys don't hold anything against Joey Blue. I feel like it kind of sucks. I know Joey had probably other IRL things going on. I know he was with Jan from Social Paintball, working out and stuff like that and hanging out. But yeah, I don't, I don't really, I think this is kind of a hands down thing. It's Kevin Brettauer kind of all day. That's not the only one. We do have these on field nominees here. Let's see, it's the same ratio. Yeah. Icon of the year. So icon is Ryan, Jacob, Axel, Tyler, Marcelo. I feel like this is very niche, right? Uh, so from the outside looking in as just a spectator of the sport, you're looking at probably Marcelo. You're probably looking at Marcelo as the legit icon of the year, as with the podcasts, going and doing the BKI, and having a great run with Dynasty, like being a huge participant in their gold, in their first place awards and everything. Um, you're as the outside looking in, you're looking at Marcelo. He's the icon of the year. But if you are in the know, or if you are in the inner circles of paintball, you're looking at Ryan because of, yeah, he also has a podcast. Um he also has BKI. He also does clinics, but it feels like he might be overshadowed by Marcelo, in my opinion. I'm not in the know. I'm not in no special groups. I'm not in the inner circle, but that's kind of like my thought process. Like Ryan, unfortunately, I know he would like to win Icon of the Year, and it's like every podcast you get, oh, Ryan, Ryan, Ryan. I get it. It's like Oliver's not here and now, like Ryan gets the limelight, but I feel like Marcelo, especially last year, has really taken over that. I'm quite surprised Archie's not even in this, but it is what it is. With so when I talk about the inner circle, or like people that analyze paintball or really watch paintball, and like follow every aspect of it, you're gonna those people are going to look at Axel because he was breakout. He's playing for Impact, and then he went to play for Tauntauns in World Cup and stuff like that. And you know that like niche background and stuff for Axel. And you've seen his like you've listened to what people have had to say about him. So those people are going to kind of like root for Axel. Tyler, he's doing BKI. Tyler he's just like Todd. He's wholesome. He's very down to earth. Tyler is probably the nicest person in paintball you will meet, like hands down. If you've seen the way, there's a BKI. He's in BKI. If you've seen any of the BKI videos, and the way he handles talking to the kids and getting the kids better, he does it in a way where he's not he's not excusing their poor performance, but he's also not putting too much emphasis to where it puts them down, so that they can still be better, if that makes sense. And he's very good at that. He in every video of him like amping up the pits, he just seems to want to get better. In the inner circle workings, he's always talking, like everyone's saying that Tyler wants to get 3 more days in for practice. He wants everybody to go to the gym and stuff. So there's those things. Jacob, it's weird, but I feel like Damage kind of flies under the radar. There's not a whole lot of social media posts from the guys. There's not a whole lot of like stuff that goes on. I feel like, I mean, I love Damage. I love Damage. I will always love Damage. Um, but there's something, I don't know. It's weird. Like you don't get much from the guys from Damage. Even like after even like after point type of interviews, I feel like we don't get much from them. But you can go over to Legacy and see them all day. But yeah, I feel like Icon of the Year, um, it goes to Marcelo. I think that's just what it is. With all of the winnings and him holding up trophies and stuff like that, it's like it's hard to not see him in the limelight versus other people. Uh, if it was for me, Icon of the Year, and not only that, but let's just also address the whole Tyler leaving Dynasty. I think that happened a while. I can't remember when that happened, but that happened a while ago. I'm pretty sure to join Houston Heat. And I feel like that kind of took him away from the limelight too. But if it was my opinion, my Icon of the Year would be going to Tyler. Just my opinion. Not only because not because we have the same name, or because we used to both have the same profession. And I feel like only certain people will know what his profession was if you've seen some videos of him back in the day, like 2012, 2013. Actually, maybe like 2011. Those years get all mixed up. Divisional Team of the Year: Paintball Fit, Blast Camp, Shut Up, We're Trying, New York Wrecking Crew, Team Jackpot, or PTP or TPP crew. Where is RCC Dogs and Mutiny? I know there was a whole gut punch with Mutiny and everything, and RC kind of got blown out of the water at World Cup. I understand and stuff. Still love the guys. New York Wrecking Crew, I feel like they just get a lot of social media presence. Someone effed up right here on the TPP crew, and they didn't take out the white spot here. So, anyways, I've never even heard of TPP crew or PTP crew, so I apologize. I've never heard of Team Jackpot. I apologize. So Shut Up We're Trying is like another kind of like social media presence, kind of like New York Wrecking Crew. So, I mean, unfortunately, like Divisional Team of the Year, it kind of, I think everybody else was put up here just to kind of fill it up, but it kind of goes to Paintball Fit. I don't know. They won every single semi-pro event. You can't, like, how does that not warrant you the Divisional Team of the Year, you know? So it goes to Paintball Fit. Offensive Player of the Year, I think Paintball is nothing but offense. I mean, yes, there is aspects of defense, but like you're also they're both intertwined. I mean, so it's hard. Ryan Moorhead, Alexander Bernikov, Billy, Chad Bouzier, Axel, Chris Scher. I don't know. This is weird. This is a very weird one. You're just asking me. It's like another. It's like another like. I don't know. It's another like Player of the Year award kind of situation. I don't know, because offensive doesn't really make sense, in my opinion. I know there's defensive plays in paintball, but it's like to be offensive, you got to be defensive, and to be defensive, you have to be offensive. You know, so I don't think this really works. So I can't really do a take on this. If you're gonna ask me the best player from all of these, I mean, I love Ryan Moorhead. He's really funny. He's great. He's just like Tyler. He's very down to earth. Um, but I mean, I guess Chris share. I guess Chris again. Uh, okay. TJ, I'm sorry. TJ's photo, he looks like he's about to go like, he's like, oh, yes. Hmm." But I don't know. This goes to Jason. This goes to Jason. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jason's the one that like plays back center a lot. Or just like inside. But this goes to Jason Edwards. Not because he's part of damage, but I mean, it's just it is what it is. I think this goes to Jason. Team of the year. On paper, it goes to Dynasty. They won every single tournament but one. But team of the year. In my opinion, it's got to go to damage. It, in my opinion, it's my pick. My pick is damage. Team of the year. Like it's hard to watch Dynasty because, and again, I love all pro teams. Just because I love damage more than like Houston Heat doesn't mean I don't like Houston Heat. I still love Houston Heat dearly. I really do. Um, but in my opinion, it's hard to watch Dynasty because you kind of just know. You know, you kind of just know. You have that inkling they're going to win, you know? So I tend to start watching uh other other teams play. I mean, Dynasty's even in the background of this the awards, so um and but a lot of things do come out of them, like Hormesis, JT, but my pick is damage. Last one game of the year: Revo versus Damage World Cup quarterfinals, Impact versus Dynasty World Cup finals, Dynasty versus NYX Sunshine Major finals semifinals, Dynasty versus Heat Windy City semifinals, Tauntauns versus Dynasty World Cup semifinals, X Factor versus Damage Mid Atlantic finals. Uh, one, two, three, four. 4 out of 6 is Dynasty. Like it just goes to show, man. Like it just goes to show, in my opinion. Everyone's immediate thing is probably going to be Impact versus Dynasty World Cup finals because I don't think a lot of people saw Impact going to the finals. So this is pretty riveting. But in my opinion, it goes to the MAO finals, Damage versus X Factor, because Dynasty wasn't in it. So it goes X Factor versus Damage. All right, we have another one. This might be the last one. Creator of the Year, Art Dolzansky for Ghost Sports, PTG podcast with Marcelo and Tyler, Dan Shelley, A Dragon's Journey, Clint Riddle, The Joy of Paintball, Ryan Moffat from Mafia Productions, Zizek Barrow, Paintball Nerd. So Dan Shelley is great. Everybody here is great. Everybody here is great. I love watching other creators, but some get hard to watch, and I'm about to say some things, and I don't want anybody to think I'm doing beef, or like I don't like them, or something like that. I'm doing. This is like my take. This is my observation, and what has made me either watch them or not watch them. Um, so Art Dolzanski, I don't really know what you do. I've never heard of you unless you're the guy unless you are like the owner and creator of Ghost Sports that I know of Ghost Sports. Um, PTG, Marcelo and Tyler, they are able to get other pros on and coaches and everything, and they are great. Um, my only thing is, it really seems like Tyler kind of, and maybe this is the dynamic. Maybe this is just the dynamic. Okay. So, like, again, this is just what I've noticed and what has made me kind of either watch them or not watch them. With PTG, I will kind of watch them depending on who it is, because it seems like Tyler kind of takes a step back and says a few things, while Marcelo will kind of drive the entire podcast. And when they have a guest on, he'll ask a question and then bring it back to talking about himself and kind of make it all about him, and then take that conversation super seriously, to where he gets like, seemingly he gets very not like animated, but like, I don't know how to say it. Like he gets a certain way about it, not like negative, but he gets like amped maybe about it, or just, yeah, I'll just say amped because the other word's not coming to me. So it gets hard to watch. I was trying to watch the one with Nick Sloviak, and he kind of would ask Nick a question, but then he would take over the conversation and then talk about himself. And even Nick would be like, "I'm trying to answer your question," or "You asked me a question," and he would just kind of beat around it or something. And I don't really know, but it's hard for me to watch play the game because of that aspect. Dan Shelley seems like a really down to earth guy. I have not watched The Dragon's Journey, but I'm sure he's great. I mean, a lot of people love him. He's Shelda, I'm pretty sure. Clint Riddle, The Joy of Paintball. Let me make sure I know who this is. Joy of Paintball. Okay. The Joy of Paintball, Clint Riddle. So, yeah, unfortunately, I've never seen him. Oh, does he paint? Dude, I went to school for graphics design and engineering. Huh. Dude, Clint is I've never seen this before, but this is awesome. I'm going through his issuu.com thing. That's awesome. Okay. I've never seen that before, but that is awesome. Um, we have Mafia Productions. He put Ryan Moffat does put out good, just gameplay, like playing the game type of videos, where he just records divisional teams and pro teams and puts them up on YouTube. I tune into him a lot because I know it'll be high quality. And Zizek Barrow, Paintball Nerd, I've watched a few of his videos, and I don't know if it's like his personality or it's his interview style, but it's kind of crazy, right? Like he's deadpan and he looks right into the camera, and he like he'll nod. And if it's someone he knows from like back in the day and stuff, he'll kind of give like a little like small joke and be like, huh, yeah. But there's like no emotion behind him or nothing. So I've watched like 3 interviews and I was like, I don't think I can do this. I did watch all of the interviews of the guys going to Aftershock and the one with the guy, I can't remember his name right now, but the one with, who created Miami Rage. Um, I can't remember his name, but I did watch those ones. But other than that, it's hard. It's hard. It's so hard. He captures my attention with him just staring at the camera, and like I don't listen to anything. I'm just like, man, what is he thinking about? Like, is he just waiting? Is he just letting the spiel go on, and he's waiting to ask the next question? I don't know. Um, so creator of the year, it's hard. That one's hard. Shelly, I think, is going to be a fan favorite. Mafia Productions puts out very high quality stuff. I think it's gonna go to Play the Game podcast because it's Marcelo and Tyler, and it's like the biggest paintball podcast. Unfortunately, I missed my shot because real life got in the way, but I'm back, baby. So maybe I'll get on this next year, hopefully. But I'm gonna say Clint Riddle. I really like that book. I never seen him before, but I like the book. European Team of the Year, Joy Division, baby. Don't gotta say anything else. Sorry, I can't say anything else. I'm biased. This is a biased one. Joy Division. Videographer of the Year. We have Brian Wolf of Verbal, Danny Quinn of DQ and HK, Ryguy Media, Dylan Fout of Ghost Sports, Matt Dunn, of Solus, Miko Hutanen of Hormesis. I don't really know what Miko. Oh, he's a videographer. That would make sense. It says it like right here. um, I think this goes to Verbal. Verbal is just he freaking uploads like crazy. He's got like 3 new videos every single day. So I think without a doubt it goes down. It goes to Verbal. Photographer of the year. I don't really look at photographers. I apologize. Yeah, Dan Shelley does Shelda photos. Right. Sam Bennett does All In Media, Fava Photography. Carl Markowski does his, JMac, and Hormesis. I'm going to say Fava because that's kind of all I know. And I apologize to everybody else. I'm personally, when I play paintball, I don't hire videographers and I don't hire photographers because quite honestly, I don't care what I looked like when I was playing paintball. I'm I'm playing paintball because I want to get better at the sport and eventually, hopefully hit pro one day. And I'm not out here looking for photographs and I'm not looking for videography of me. That's just really it, to be honest. I don't care how I looked playing Dorito 1 or playing Dorito 2. I really don't. Um let's see. Let's see if I can bring a photo up real quick. Like um pictures. Like if we wanted a picture of me, can I how am I going to do this? If we wanted a picture of me, this is with Blue Insight Media. Um let's see here. Let's do image. Okay, so we could do this. Image capture. Whoops. And then, yeah, we'll do this one. So, whoops. This is me and my dad playing a scenario maybe 5 years ago. I don't care what I look like. Thank you. This is by Blue Insight Media. Blue Insight Media. I'm gonna get your watermark in there, but I do not care what I look like. I had a mullet. I'm dirty. I look like an idiot, and I don't care. So, um, yeah, it's just so my opinion on this one, the Summit Awards and stuff like that, it is neither here nor there. I'm gonna have to go with Fava because that's really all I think I know. So I apologize. Innovator of the Year, Drew Templeton with PV Vault, Jason Panetta with HK Army, Oliver Lang with Elite 1v1, Travis Lemansky with Infamous, Jason Antle with Angry Paintball, Simon Stevens with Inception. I think Simon Stevens with Inception is like kind of goes without saying. He's always inventing and creating new things. Jason Antle of Angry Paintball, I loved his work. Travis Lemansky of Infamous, I don't really know what he innovated. Maybe like the line of pod packs and protection and all that stuff, like arm pads. Maybe that's what he's doing. Jason Panetta of HK Army. Get better at the stitching. Drew Templeton of PB Vault. I mean, I think it's where you just sell all your gear and old stuff from back in the day. But Oliver Lang's Elite 1v1 is kind of sweeping the nation. So I think that kind of goes without saying. I think it goes for Oliver's 1v1. Classic Team of the Year. Frick. So we have Ground Zero Gold. This is somewhat ICPL stuff, but Ground Zero Gold, Aftershock is making their comeback, but they were also in ICPL, tearing it up. Montreal Image was tearing it up, and I love Montreal Image. There's Infamous and Louisville Asylum. I mean, my classic team of the year goes to Aftershock because they've been tearing it up in the ICPL. They've been doing great. So I think that kind of goes without saying. So it goes to Aftershock. And if you guys are looking for someone to play ICPL with, hit me up. Or if you need an extra body. Classic Player of the Year, Todd Adamson of Aftershock, Richie Malazewski of Image, Drew Templeton of Infamous, Stephen O'Mara, he plays on Ground Zero Gold, and Andy Kopcock of Cap Factory. To be honest, although I do watch the ICPL and everything, I don't really watch the moves and stuff. And to be honest, I don't really look at who all is on the teams. I just enjoy it as a whole. So this could go to anybody. I don't know anyone's standings who's doing great. So yeah, this can go to anybody. I don't really have a say in this one. I apologize. And EU Player of the Year. So this is where Axel Godin comes in. But my pick is Nick Ripple. My pick is Nick Ripple. Not even gonna joke. Nick Ripple. He came over and destroyed it in the Hurricanes. I know Axel Godin. Everybody's still saying, "Oh yeah, you got to watch him. He's amazing and stuff." That might be true, but I don't see it. It's kind of like Billy Bernaccia. I just don't see it. Not saying that they're not good. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm not following the hype. Clint Moore, Lucky 15s, yeah. So rocking the old Art Chaos Moscow jersey. God, what a throwback. But yeah, it goes to Nick Ripple. Pretty sure that's it. You could have voted. I unfortunately did not do it. I've been super busy. But I'm voting now. Let's see here. What do we have here? These are just the nominees and stuff, but in a better. All right. It says voting closes honoring paintball's best of 2023. So to be honest, I think that about wraps it up. We don't have anything else to comment on. So time for you guys to hate me and disagree with me in the comments. I apologize if you do, but I don't know. That's like my opinion, man. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Great to see this. I think this is a great thing for the community. In paintball. It's kind of crazy because like there wasn't a whole lot going on. Um, it was kind of the same day in and day out for paintball. You know, we don't have the ESPN show where we talk about players' stats, who's going to win, who's going to do this, who's going to do that. We just have, you know, videographers uploading the practices to YouTube, and then we wait for tournament day and we watch it. We don't have anything after that. We have Maddie in the booth with maybe Nick or, oh frick, what's his name? He was on Excessive, Rich Telford, and Rich just bantering at Maddie. And then after that, it's like radio silence. We don't have anything else until the next tournament. So this is always just like, maybe I do that. Maybe I am the ESPN. maybe we do that. So you guys stay tuned. But yeah, so the Summit Awards is a great idea. I think it's a little bit of a mix up. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be a once a year thing. Ticket cost is $15 dues. So that's crazy. It's in Las Vegas. So maybe I go. Maybe I take a flight. Who knows?